So Zack Snyder tells the fans to wake the F up. We gotta talk about this. What's up, everybody? Today I'm here to talk about not Shazam, but yes, I am wearing my Shazam t-shirt. I'm in love with the character and I cannot wait to go see Shazam again. If you haven't checked out my non-spoiler review, check it out. But today I wanted to talk more specifically about Zack Snyder and his latest remarks when it comes to his portrayal of Batman and Superman. If you're not aware, lately there was a panel, and it was a panel that was screening Watchmen. And someone brought up the killing of Batman, and basically Zack Snyder kind of defended his creation because that's what obviously a creator does, and he just said that the fans need to wake the F up. I'm reading from a Sci-Fi Wire article. He's saying, someone says to me, Batman killed a guy. I'm like, F? Really? Wake the F up? Oh my, he swears a lot. I guess that's what I'm saying. Snyder explained, once you've lost your virginity to this effing movie and then you come and say to me something about my superhero wouldn't do that, I'm like, are you serious? Blah, 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 blah. Long story short, basically what he's talking about here is bringing these characters to a more realistic world, which I am not against. We all know that the Nolan trilogy worked perfectly. It was very well developed, great films, probably the greatest superhero films ever made. And they're very serious. And also I wanted to point out that I really like Zack Snyder as a director. I think he's very talented, but I have to be very honest and say when I heard that he was going to direct Man of Steel, I had seen Watchmen and I thought it's kind of a dark film. If he goes with the same style for Man of Steel, I'm not sure if it's going to work with Superman, and I'm a die-hard Superman fan. Superman is my all-time favorite hero. You know, if I tell you the amount of stuff I have Superman things, you're not gonna believe me. But that said, Superman is very dear to my heart. And obviously what Zack Snyder was trying to do with these films, and I own Man of Steel, it was to make it more realistic. And one of the things that happened that was very polarizing is the fact that Superman kills in this film. But I've got to say, if I give you my personal opinion, I think that Man of Steel is a great film, has great action. I think Superman taking flight is amazing. It's kind of like breathtaking. I think that the casting of Henry Cavill was incredible. He's Superman for me. And I also enjoyed aspects of Batman v Superman. I'm not gonna say the movie is definitely a mess, it's all over the place. I think that Justice League I can take for what it is. You know, it's definitely a movie that is all over the place, but that's not all Zack Snyder's fault. We all know he's just partially involved, but we can see the different tones and how that doesn't work. But the problem with all this realism and this kind of stuff that he's trying to do is that it didn't work with the general audience. You know, those movies were not failures, but they're also not major successes. And you could tell, look at Aquaman, he made $1 billion and are already working on the sequel. Same with Wonder Woman. You know, if Shazam does well, probably we're gonna hear Shazam 2 coming very soon. And that's not what we want if you really love the DC characters. You wanted to be able to see more films, and his universe didn't work with general audiences. People had a problem with his portrayal of Superman, for instance. I had a problem with his portrayal of Superman. And yes, I don't agree with the fact that he made Superman kill, and I'll tell you why. I believe that what makes a hero is an action that he would take that would be different from all of us, that if we were in the same situation. For instance, if I had the same powers as Superman and you had the same powers as Superman, and we were at that very moment holding Zod's neck, we would probably have killed him right away. That's probably what we would do. But Superman is the one guy that he would do something different. That's why he's Superman. And I don't believe that's because I live in a fantasy world. I didn't like that. I respect what he was trying to do. Like I said, I don't hate the film, I own the film, but I understand why it didn't work with general audiences. Also, there's a lot of other things. For instance, watching his father die and not doing anything about it. I know he was not Superman, but I think if he had kept the universe closer to the comics, more accurate to the comics, it would have worked way better. For instance, Jonathan Kent dying from a heart attack, it's way more meaningful, because that means Superman with all these powers does not have the power to save his dad, you know, because obviously this is a human condition, there's nothing he can do. It's the idea is way more powerful than him just watching his father die. I also don't like that Superman was so mopey and kind of depressing. Superman is the opposite of Batman. He's like a symbol of hope. He's supposed to be inspiring, so he's supposed to be, you know, I didn't like that, but I love the action. I love the encounter with Zod, the Ursula thing. Is it her name is Ursula? Yes, it is Ursula. No, it's not Ursula. Ursula is in the original one. You guys can write down below that. Well, I need to watch Man of Steel again. It's been a while. But anyways, there's a lot of really good elements of the film, but unfortunately, even though he is defending, and there's a lot of people that love the Snyder universe, I like it, I don't hate it, but I don't love it, and I want to love these films. That's what I'm trying to say here. Also, I believe that, you know, darkness work way better with Batman than it works with Superman. Like Batman also kills. I'm not sure if I really liked it, but I was not as shocked as I was when Superman did that, for instance, because, you know, Batman does have phases in the comics. We do know that it's more likely that Batman will do that than have Superman do it. But I don't, like I said, I don't have a problem with these films be realistic, but I do have a problem with running away from what they represented in the comics, and that's why I believe the Marvel Universe worked in a way that DC didn't. But anyways, guys, I really wanted to talk about this. I would love to hear your opinion on Superman killing, Batman killing, the Zack Snyder universe. Are you one of the fans that really loved Zack Snyder dark and gloomy DC universe, or are you more on board with what DC is doing now? Like I said, I don't hate those films. I own all of them. I take them for what it is. I like Man of Steel. I think it's a great film. I still see this as an Elseworld film, mostly. Like, I don't like the idea of Superman killing. I can accept Batman killing, but not really Superman. Because of all the reasons I already said. But anyways, drop your comments below. Let me know what you think about this issue. I will put this Sci-Fi Wire article below. There's also a lot of funny tweets from people saying what they think about it, so you can check that out. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time. Bye.